Hello, my friends, and welcome back to some more New Vegas here on Breakup Balcony, where we are going to say goodbye to Danny Trejo. Despite him being super cool looking now in his gunslinger outfit, we can't actually take him where we're going.
What can I do for you, boss?
Time to go.
Good call. I mean, if that's what you really want, boss.
Yep.
That's why you're the boss. You always make the right decisions. I'll just head home. Home to my lonely abandoned shack in the middle of nowhere.
Sad. But yes, if you've been watching since Fallout 3, you know what today is. And, just based off of the thumbnail, you know what today is. It is DLC day, and we are going to start the Honest Hearts DLC, which is actually my favorite Fallout New Vegas DLC. I didn't know this for a long time, but it's actually a controversial opinion. Most people actually hate this DLC, but I really, really enjoy it. Part of it might be because I've actually been to Utah, that Zion Canyon part specifically. So it's very, very, it feels very familiar to me. And the main character in that DLC, of course, is amazing. One of my favorite NPCs in any video game ever. First things first, though, we need to trigger the quest, which means we need to turn on the radio and listen to the Happy Trails Expedition broadcast.
Howdy. My name is Jed Masterson, and I'm a caravan boss for the Happy Trails Caravan Company. If you're hearing this, I have a job offer for you. Happy Trails is organizing an expedition north into Utah, off the Long 15. And we need people. We're looking for caravan guards, prospectors, couriers. If you're used to humping it across the waste, straight toward trouble, we want you. If you got a pit boy, we definitely want you. On the other hand, if you're a greenhorn or a city slicker spinning tales about your skills, you can kindly go hang. If we like your gumption, we'll pay you square and treat you fair. Find me, Jed Masterson, at the Northern Passage if you're interested. Luck to you.
Okay, I couldn't actually get the radio broadcast to work, even with my sound all the way up. Very strange. Whatever, I just pulled up the video on YouTube. Good start to the DLC. So if this is your first Fallout DLC with me, you should know the reason that we're naked without any gear at all is because when I go into DLCs, I prefer having to use whatever we can scavenge, whatever we can scrounge up. I especially like using guns that get released in the DLC. We did this for all of Fallout 3's DLCs. We also did this for the Long 15 quest mod. It just adds a little bit more to it, makes it very difficult to start, which is always fun, and it forces you to use the DLC weapons. Otherwise, I'm just going to walk into this DLC with my 50 cal rifle, my best armor in the game, and it's just not going to be very fun. Playing it this way makes it where we have to scrounge like a rat. Okay, we're coming up. Just gotta sneak past some vipers here and jackals. We should be good. Let's sprint the rest of the way. Surely there's no enemies over here, right? Just the Happy Caravan Company? Well, someone found us, but who cares? The sun is killing me. The Northern Passage. I better get inside.
Howdy, friend. Heard my little broadcast, did you? Yeah, you look the type.
Naked and afraid? I agree. Tell me more about the job.
The job is simple. Help us get this caravan into Zion and find New Canaan. The pay is 25 caps per day. Half up front, half on return. You'll get a bonus if we make it into Zion, plus another bonus if we reach New Canaan. Oh, one more thing. Don't mention the name Joshua Graham to anyone. Anyone.
Who's Joshua Graham and why shouldn't I talk about him?
Just don't. It makes the new Canaanites powerful uncomfortable, and it scares the britches off the tribals. Don't talk about the Burn Man either while you're at it. Trust me on this one. It's for your own good.
Tell me about the Happy Trails Caravan Company.
We're a smaller company out of Sacktown, up in the northern part of the NCR. We run some business through New Reno. They're on the little loop. Had a nice run to Salt Lake City, too, but then we lost contact with New Canaan, and that went all to hell.
It sounds like Happy Trails is in the best financial shape.
You ain't wrong. Losing the Salt Lake City run really stung us. If we can't re-establish contact with this run, we'll be in real trouble.
Why can't you get to Salt Lake City?
Without New Canaan's mission in Zion, the only ways to Salt Lake City are down the old I-80 or up through Ogden. The highway's too risky. NCR's rangers are so busy here in the Mojave, they don't have the manpower to keep the raiders off. Ogden's just too far. We'd lose more in travel expenses than we'd ever earn.
What can you tell me about New Canaan?
Don't know much about the place, but I can tell you about the people. The New Canaanites were some kind of religious group from before the war. They control the old city of Ogden, a ways north of Zion, and they got themselves a nice defensible mission in the canyon itself. Or they did. They trade a fair bit with the tribes in Zion. Well, the ones that don't try to kill them anyways.
Oh, Mormons. Do you know anything else about their religion?
I ain't a praying man myself. They paid for their goods and dealt square with us. That's all I ever cared about. But don't think that just because they're religious, that they're pacifists. They take care of their own, and they're damn fine marksmen, too.
Just like Mormons. You don't know what happened to their mission?
Nope. Hence this caravan. If we don't make contact with the New Canaanites, Happy Trails might as well just shrivel up and die.
Okay. I understand this caravan is headed to Zion. What can you tell me about the area?
Well, I ain't never been inside myself. Did some trading with the New Canaanites from their mission there, but that was all on the outskirts. All the old ways in and out were destroyed after the war, but we got ourselves the location of a pass the New Canaanites use. That's our way in. That's why I wanted someone with a pip-boy.
I accidentally clicked my mouse, so he skipped the dialogue there, and it doesn't seem like I can redo it. That's annoying. I apologize. I haven't been through Utah recently. What's the situation like?
Well, it ain't good, I'll tell you that. It's not like the Mojave or the NCR. Hell, even Arizona under Caesar is safer. You got raiders all over the damn place. Tribes of degenerates that'll eat you as soon as look at you. Regional warlords, the works. Not too many decent places to stop and trade. New Canaan's one of the only ones left I know about.
Tell me about the raiders.
They're about what you'd expect. Crazy, jacked up on chems, violent as hell, and not too bright. The worst of the 80s, but we won't be passing through their turf on this run.
Degenerate tribes?
That's right. The folks that lived in Zion before the war, they didn't just get a little savage. They're downright feral. Most of them don't even speak English anymore. You've got to get yourself a new Canaanite translator to talk to them. The ones you really gotta watch out for are the Whitelegs from the Great Salt Lake. They'll attack just about anyone that ain't one of theirs.
Warlords? How dangerous are they?
Dangerous enough we won't be going near them if we can help it. I got no desire for my head to decorate some little gas station for its walls, thanks.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you now? You know we ain't coming back this way for a good long while now, right? And you know about the weight limit. I don't want no whining about old Mr. Masterson. I left my one-of-a-kind plasma cannon back at base. Can we go back for it? You sure you're ready now?
Well, now that you mention it, not only could I carry my own gear, I could carry yours, his, and one of your Brahmins. Don't worry about me. I'm used to finding out-of-the-way places to stuff my gear. Why the weight limit? Yeah, I could carry my own gear and yours.
Huh. I do believe you could.
Okay, let's talk to the other people here. Up.
Looking to join this caravan, huh? Look to me like you can handle yourself.
What are you doing here?
Earning my keep. Jed hired me on as a caravan guard for this expedition of his. The work suits me. I've tried staying put in one place, but it never works out. Grew up in New Reno, and I couldn't put that snake pit behind me fast enough. Then I wound up wasting the prime of my life playing sheriff in Caliente. Little town north on the 93. Talk about a pain in the ass. You ask me, best to keep moving. At least the scenery changes.
True. What was it like to grow up in New Reno?
Imagine New Vegas if there was no Mr. House-type fella keeping the peace. Then give everybody a gun and a jet addiction. Town's run by a bunch of crime families. No law to speak of. Make trouble and you wind up buried in Golgotha outside town. The scuzz factor's off the charts. Non-stop whoring and drugs. Couldn't walk down the street without getting asked to star in a porn movie. So I got my ass out of there while I still owned it. Guess I figured the answer to every problem was rule of law. Naive, huh?
I feel like she's actually referencing Fallout 2 right there. Because you can go to New Reno in Fallout 2 and star in a porn movie, so that's pretty funny. Tell me about Caliente.
Place lived up to its name, that's for sure. When you got fresh water and a trickle of geothermal power, always be some gang of assholes wants to kill you for it. Spent more years and took more bullets than I care to admit protecting that hellhole from dangers within and without. If it wasn't the 80s or the white legs raiding, it was someone from town drunk off his ass trying to win an argument with a shotgun. Got tired of shooting the folks I was supposed to protect. So, now I do this.
Were the 80s a gang or a tribe?
What's the difference? Raiders is raiders. Bunch of them swept into town and dragged off 2 working girls. Deputies and me gave pursuit, straight into 80s territory. By the time we caught up with the girls, there wasn't much left of them, so we turned for home. Made it back to Caliente without further losses, but we was watched the whole way. Never seen so few people cover so much land. Goddamn creepy. If the 80s had wanted to kill us, we would have been dead. Guess they figured we weren't worth the trouble.
What do you know about the White Legs?
Used to be they raided northeast of Caliente time to time. But then the Desert Rangers fell apart 10 years ago, absorbed into the NCR. Soon enough, the White Legs were swarming all over that stretch of I-15. Folks learned not to head north if they wanted to keep their scalps. Eventually, the White Legs destroyed the bridges across the Virgin River over in Arizona. End of discussion.
All right.
Catch you another time, then.
And then there's one more person we want to talk to.
You looking for trouble, bud? I got plenty to spare, so watch your ass around me.
You do anything around here besides talk too much?
You want to know what I do, bud? Anything I fucking want. I'm one of a kind. I've been places, see, and done things. Lots of them. And when it's time to kill shit up, hell yeah, I'm a fucking storm of death. Something or someone make the mistake of crossing Ricky, I'll fucking dead-eye him, her, or it. In fact, that's my nickname. Dead-Eye Ricky. That's my name.
Deadeye, huh? How'd you get that nickname?
How you think? I shoot things in the eye. That's how good I am. Yeah, I'm that good. Why, once I got jumped by 3 death jaws. Except, actually, it was 4 of them. Imagine that. But I didn't panic. Because I never panic. What I did was become a storm of death. Shot every one of them monsters pop in the eye.
Death Jaws. I've never heard of those. Wow, our survival sucks so bad we can't even call them out on it.
Just how green are you? Everybody heard of Death Jaws. You better hope I'm around if you run into one. Or there was the time one of them Steel Brotherhood assholes made the mistake of messing with me. Last mistake he ever made.
You're saying you killed a Brotherhood of Steel Paladin?
What's it sound like I'm saying? If I was saying what you said I was saying, then yeah, I said it. I was walking along, minding my own, and up pops one of them Brotherhoods. He yells, "Hand over that laser rifle, asshole!" So I hand it over, just to make him think I'm scared. But really I'm not. I never am. Before he knows what hit him, I draw my 11mm machine gun and bam, bam, right through the eye slit in his helmet. DOA.
What a load of crap. The eye slits of T-Series power armor are bulletproof. Too bad there's no such thing as an 11mm submachine gun. Let's do the power armor training one. That's kind of a cool one.
Then I guess this dumb fucker's armor must have been D-Series or something. All I know is he died up real dead when I killed him, okay?
You have any other special skills?
Well, I grew up near Dayglow out west, so yeah, I grew a third nut that glows in the dark.
I see you're wearing a Pip-Boy and Vault suit.
Nice job, Eagle Eye. Of course I got a Pit-Boy and a Vault suit. So what?
Where'd you get them?
Where the fuck you think? Vault 22. That's where I grew up.
You're lying. I've been to Vault 22. No one's lived there in 150 years.
Oh, you've been to Vault 22, huh? I may have been exaggerating a little. Truth is, I got the suit and the Pit-Boy off a dead prospector who came out from Zion. Guy was dead when I found him, okay? Had a ton of shit on him. That's how I know there's good loot in Zion, see?
What do you use your Pip-Boy for?
Sorry. The shit I do with it is so far over your head, be wasting my time to put it in words you could understand. Basically, it makes me badass. More badass, I mean. It's totally mind-blowing shit. It ain't just some bracelet. Know what I mean? Jed says it's got maps and shit like that. So that's how I'm gonna guide this caravan where it needs to go. Not that I didn't know all that already.
Did you notice I'm wearing a Pip-Boy too?
Huh? Of course I noticed. First thing I noticed about you. Me? I'm so used to wearing mine, it's just normal. Don't think you're someone special just because you got one.
Your Pip-Boy isn't working. The screen's locked up and the reboot button is missing.
Bullshit! Ain't nothing wrong with my Pip-Boy. I mean, Pip-Boy. Look, this is a sweet gig for me. Don't go fucking it up. What are you after anyways?
What I want is for you to scram. This expedition doesn't need you. I've got your number, that's all. Just wanted you to know.
Fine. Just keep it to yourself, all right? Don't be such a fucking jerk about it.
Unwarranted hostility and general agitation. How long have you been a psycho addict?
Hey, fuck you! I didn't say nothing about using psycho!
How much psycho you got stashed away? If you run out on the trail, the withdrawal's not pleasant.
God damn it! I didn't say nothing about using psycho. But, just talking hypno-theoretically here. Got any suggestions?
Never mind. It's your problem, not mine.
Why'd you bring it up then? When the withdrawal hits and I feel like killing something, I'll know where to start. Yeah, whatever.
Oh man, you gotta talk to Ricky every time. Oh, okay, we better start before these idiots go running.
Are you here to jaw at me a while longer? Or are we ready to get this show on the road?
Let's go.
You sure about that this time? We ain't coming back for a while.
I'm sure.
Well, all right then. Let's get moving. We got a long road ahead of us. The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpace legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpace legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home. All right, people. Been a long couple of weeks, but here we are. Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired, but I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The new Canaanites will know a way, and if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving, and keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed. Who cares if we can't get back out the way we come? That's not a problem.
God damn it, ambush! Cover people! Watch yourselves!
I don't deserve this. My Pip-Boy don't even work. Why the fuck you hire me?
Oh, I love Ricky so much. Too bad he dies. Alright, we need to start grabbing some stuff here. Otherwise, we are going to meet the same fate as Ricky. I will take what I can for the moment, but the second we can get a Honest Hearts gun, we'll switch to it.
Stella! No. Don't you die.
Yeah, unfortunately, all of their deaths are scripted, so you cannot save them, no matter what you do. So, wasn't even worth, like, bothering. What do we got here? Laser rifle, a flare gun, recharger. I'm just going to equip everything and just use it until we get something a little bit better. This gun seems really good. What about you? You guys have hunting rifles? Okay. I will take those. Let's see if we can't pick up a... Nope, you don't have one either. Okay. Actually, I think this is a Honest Hearts weapon, right? The axe? Maybe. You guys have any good guns on you? No? Trail carbine. That's not Honest Hearts. Where the heck are the Honest Heart guns, man? We can also, thankfully, loot some of these plants when it comes to food, because we don't have any food or water with us. And despite it being 2 weeks, we apparently didn't get thirsty or hungry. Is there anything in here? Oh, do not fall off. Okay. Yeah, no DLC guns yet. That's crazy. I must have some mod that's tweaking it.
Hoy, white legs don't leave survivors often. You're some kind of lucky, let me tell you. You came from outside, didn't you? From the civilized lands. Wow. Joshua will want to hear about this.
Who's Joshua?
Joshua Graham. He leads our tribe. Thanks to him, the dead horses are strong and safe from our enemies. He'll want to talk to anyone coming up from Southways. Guess that means just you now. Come, I can take you to him.
Okay.
Good sists. We head east then. Joshua is at our tribe's camp in the Eastern Virgin.
Yeah, so Honest Hearts gives you companions for pretty much the entire DLC, which is fine. I don't mind it since this is really... This and Dead Money are the only DLCs where you have to
See
have a
that log
companion.
over there? Take a closer look. There might be some good stuff tucked in there.
I definitely have some mod that is altering the loot tables here. It's weird that we haven't got a single gun from this. But yeah, this is just a absolutely gorgeous region you get to visit.
This path for a while. Nice view of the river.
Yeah. I think that's why this is my favorite DLC, just the landscape. I mean, yeah, it looks all old and blocky now because this game is almost 20 years old, 17 years old now. But this is what Zion Canyon like actually looks like. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend visiting it in person if you have not, up in Utah.
Freeze! Don't move a muscle. Yao Guai.
I ain't no pussy. Most people don't really like it because it doesn't have the best story, but I find the exploration more than makes up for it. Also, our companion already disappeared. There you go. Now you're figuring it out. Aren't you a native here? Shouldn't you know how to follow people?
You see the dead sentries? Shamans say our enemies' souls are trapped in them. But Joshua says it shows we're serious about fighting Whitelegs.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, I'm glad there's a bobby pin in there because I don't even have bobby pins on me, so we can't actually break into anything.
See those handprints? Dead horses and sorrows mark them on taboo places. Places from back when. Good thing for you, I don't buy into that stuff.
Anything good? Name, Mary M. Minnows. Host, Peregrine. Okay. We get some ranger hats. Nice, nice. Maybe we can look a little bit cooler now. Yeah, we look alright.
I thought we were going to the dead horses camp.
Are we not? Sorry. I was just exploring. Do we need to go down here, maybe? Oh. See, you don't even need me. You can take down the Yao Guai yourself. Yeah, we gotta go
Down
this way, I
path
guess.
to the north. Hope you don't mind getting wet. These paintings show the dead horses' victories against other tribes. Lots more of them since Joshua came to us.
That is a nice touch too, is the water here is not radiated at all, which is really nice if you're playing survival mode. Holy moly, that's a lot of stuff. I don't think we're going to struggle for food, that's for sure.
Nearly there now. Watch out for traps in the water. Got to keep the white legs out somehow, eh?
Yeah, we have light step, but I will take the XP, so... I wonder if he can step on them. No? Okay. Good to know.
Here we are. Joshua's just ahead there, in the Angel Cave.
Hoi. Auslander Zuka Joshua Graham?
Am I looking for Joshua? Yes, I am. Can you tell me where he is? Steering imperialist. If you're too dumb to speak my language, you're too dumb to talk to me. Get lost. Yeah, I'm looking for Joshua.
You know our tongue. Smart, Auslander. Joshua in high place of cave. You show respect, Utman. Joshua is greatest warrior. You show him no respect. He show you thunder and fire.
I'll make sure to be on my best behavior. Back off, Savage. I'm just here for a map out of this shithole valley, not to kowtow to your messiah. I'll make sure to be on my best behavior.
You wise for Auslander.
Yeah, you get lots of sneering imperialist dialogue for this DLC, which is always fun. If you're playing a more evil character, but we are not. We're a good egg. We're just here to help everybody.
We should have given you a better welcome on your first visit to Zion. But from what I hear, the Whitelegs beat us to it. Whitelegs seem to be the only visitors we have these days, and I wouldn't have expected anyone from the Mojave to come looking for us. And you're a courier, no less. Not the one I was expecting, but I suppose he wouldn't have come with a caravan. I don't know if you were close to the other members of your group, but you have my sympathy. I pray for the safety of all good people who come to Zion, even Gentiles. But we can't expect God to do all the work.
How do you know so much about what happened to me?
The dead horses are capable scouts. Nothing passes into or out of Zion without my hearing of it.
I came here with the Happy Trails Caravan Company to make contact with the new Canaanites.
Happy Trails. I remember. They were good friends. I have bad news for your employers. New Canaan was destroyed, its citizens scattered. All because of the Whitelegs. And Caesar, of course. The Whitelegs want to join the Legion. Caesar's rite of passage is the destruction of the new Canaanites, almost assuredly because of me. The good news is that we can help you find your way back. Daniel, one of the other new Canaanites, has made many maps of the region. The bad news is that we can't help you right now, not with everything that's going on.
So if you recognize his voice, which you should, he is voiced by the same person who voices all the male Dunmer in Morrowind, Jeff Baker. And that's why he's one of my favorite characters, is I just absolutely love his voice. His voice is amazing. I wish my voice sounded like that. Maybe I need to start smoking cigarettes. I'm not going to leave without offering to help. What can I do?
You're a good neighbor to us. We all go through periods of darkness. In such times, we can turn to the Lord. But it's good to have friends. Daniel and I need pre-war tools to help us navigate beyond Zion. Should we need to evacuate, these instruments will be vital to us. Normally, we would have some of the dead horses or sorrows look for them. But many pre-war buildings in the valley are taboo. They won't go inside.
Why don't you or Daniel do it?
We are responsible for leading and protecting the sorrows and dead horses. They are smart people, but not as worldly as you or I. I am preparing the dead horses for war, and Daniel is preparing the sorrows for other things.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Fallow's Chalk can help you find your way around the valley. He's inexperienced, but he knows enough of our language to ignore the taboos about pre-war buildings.
Cool. Before we do that, though, let's sit here and talk to Joshua Graham, because he has some of the coolest dialogue in the entire game.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
What did you say about a courier? Who were you expecting?
Caesar would never admit this openly, but he knows that I'm alive. I've killed enough of his frumentarii and assassins that have come looking.
Me too.
I've heard one of them travels the Mojave as a courier. Most of Caesar's agents meet a fitting end in NCR territory, but maybe this one survived.
Pray, God? What are you talking about?
I am a new Canaanite. We believe we are the heirs of a spiritual tradition, given to our ancestors thousands of years ago. We have made and kept covenants with our Lord God to honor his laws. In exchange, we are promised eternal salvation after this life. A day will come when our Lord returns to judge us all. Until then, we must honor his laws and start others along the path of salvation if we can. That's why we trade with others and work the tribes. We have more than food and medicine to offer. Good news is our most valuable commodity.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
In a world filled with misery and uncertainty, it is a great comfort to know that, in the end, there is light in the darkness. Every day we move closer to our judgment. We must do our best to walk in the footsteps of our Lord and teach others how to do the same. For many of us, the road is a difficult one, but the path is always there for us to follow, no matter how many times we may fall.
Do you ever fall?
Every day. Some days are harder than others.
Nice guns you got there.
In the Great Basin and Colorado Plateau, all tribes are known for a specific weapon. Whitelegs are known for their big submachine guns, storm drums. They broke into an armory near Spanish Fork and have been using them for years. Of course, the Dead Horses have their wooden war clubs, and even the Sorrows have their Yao Guai gauntlets. This type of .45 automatic pistol was designed by one of my tribe almost 400 years ago. Learning its use is a new Canaanite rite of passage.
Yeah, so he's actually talking about John Browning, who was a Mormon that designed tons of guns that we used during World War I and World War II, but including the Browning machine gun, the Colt 45, the BAR, the Thompson Tommy gun. All of those were designed by John Browning. Pretty cool stuff. Do you run the show around here?
I wouldn't say that. I am the acting war chief for the Dead Horses. They look up to me for such matters, but I only have the authority they give me. Daniel is the spiritual leader and main link of the new Canaanites to the Sorrows. He's up in the Narrows right now.
What's going on with all of these tribes?
A great deal. There are 3, make that 4, tribes here in Zion. You've already met the Whitelegs on the way in. In this camp, you'll find Dead Horses. In the Narrows, the Sorrows. And finally, there's Daniel and myself. We're new Canaanites.
Why did the Whitelegs attack me?
They attack everyone who isn't a Whiteleg, especially caravans. They don't know how to survive on their own, so they have to raid. But as for why they are here, they are trying to wipe us out. All of us. They want to join Caesar's legion, and they can only prove their worth by destroying the new Canaanites and everyone we shelter.
Do they speak our language?
Most don't. It's been hundreds of years since the war. They've developed their own languages. Take the Dead Horses. We think they were originally refugees from a place called Rez, east of the Grand Canyon. They speak a combination of Rez and a language spoken by travelers who were visiting Rez when the bombs fell. Over time, the 2 languages blended. I was a translator years ago, but it's hard to keep up with all of the tribal variations.
Does the valley belong to the Dead Horses?
The valley belongs to God, but no. The Dead Horses live at Dead Horse Point, up the Colorado River. They came here because I asked them to. Before I returned to the fold, I visited them years earlier. I looked much different then, but I left an impression on them. I taught them how to hunt more efficiently, how to maintain their weapons and pre-war equipment. When I returned, they showed their appreciation.
Why haven't I seen any Sorrows in the valley?
The Sorrows have many skilled hunters among them, but no warriors. They have not had to deal with war or raiders for decades. Even though they can hunt a full-grown Yao Guai, they don't know how to deal with the Whitelegs. That's why we're here.
Are the new Canaanites really a tribe?
We wear more clothing than them and understand more about technology. But we're still a tribe, a linked family of families. The Boneyard, Phoenix, New Vegas, they're just places, metal and stone. New Canaan dies, but the tribe lives on. When the walls come tumbling down, when you lose everything you have, you always have family. And your family always has tribe. Of course.
Okay, do you have anything to trade?
We do. Though the Whitelegs destroyed New Canaan, they didn't destroy all of our supply caches. All forms of currency are recognized here. Caps, NCR dollars, even Legion coin. Take a look.
Okay, well, I don't have much of any of that. But I did just pick up a bunch of garbage that we're not going to use anymore, so here you go. And we can buy a 45 auto pistol and a 45 auto machine gun, which are the two main like ranged weapons in this DLC. So we'll buy them. Do you have anything else? Some water? Ooh, he's got some weapon mods. We'll buy those too. Why not? And of course we need some actual ammo so we can shoot these guns. There we go. I think that's the best we're going to get here. We'll switch to the White Lakes outfit in a second here until we get something better. Can I ask you some personal questions?
Right now, I'd like you to focus on helping Daniel. Maybe there will be time later.
Okay, that's fine.
God be with you.
Okay, we do look a little ridiculous, but you know, it's part of the experience. We also got our 45 pistol,
Make
the thing
the first
he's been
shot count. You won't get a second.
the pistols he's been reloading for the last 20 minutes here. And we have our Tommy gun. Awesome. One of my favorite guns in real life ever made. If you ever get the chance to shoot a Tommy gun, I highly recommend it. Let's also mod our guns here. Make them a little bit better. Give this thing a drum magazine. Now we look like a freaking gangster. That's sick. And what about the pistol? The pistol's got a silencer now. I think we should be okay with these two guns. Anyways, I am going to end the video there for today. I'm super excited to be starting this DLC. Like I said, one of my absolute favorite DLCs in any of the Fallout games. Joshua Graham is an awesome character, and he has more to say once we help him a little bit. So we'll be talking to him then as well. We're going to exhaust all of his dialogue options, because why would you not? If you have made it this far and enjoyed this content, consider liking the video and subscribing if you have not already, as it helps the channel immensely. Other than that though, thank you for watching, and peace out.